Hi, what's up you guys? Darren here. We are approaching the next FOMC meet in December and there is anticipation of yet another round of interest rate hike. As of today, we stand at 4%. The US housing mortgage has hit an average of 6.61% for a 30-year fixed rate, and locally for all of us, we are at 4.3% for a 2-year fixed rate. And those of you on floating, the SORA has risen close to 2.7%. I'm going to tell you a story which were the events that led up to the making of this video. As you're all already aware, I started a co-living business using the real estate hack strategy back in early 2021 and have since managed to grow this side hustle into a healthy, passive generating income business. But because the business started when we were just starting to open up our borders, and if you still remember at the time, we were facing massive manpower shortage. The demand for renovation works outweighed the supply. ID firms and contractors had so many job requests that they could cherry pick their customers or increase their margins to maximize profits. So you can guess we were in a jam, yeah? No one wanted to do our jobs, and that was because ours were really small jobs. Remodeling the rooms, relocating the air conditioning, paintings. And yet at the same time for us, time sensitive because we were given a limited fitting out period before rental payments started to kick in. So what did we do? We started to reach out to our contacts, individual subcontractors. We called in favors, and this continued into our second project and our third project. And after a while, my partner and I thought, we already have all these contacts, the expertise, and our clients trust us and what we stood for. Why not start an ID firm? And that was exactly what we did. Space 55 at your service. We incorporated it in April this year, and for us, it was a $0 startup because we simply financed this with Prestige Consultancy. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all our clients and supporters for placing their trust with us and Space 55 and recommending your friends and relatives, especially since we have zero social media presence, nor do we have a physical showroom and office. We are all working remotely. And thank you to all of you listening patiently till now. I'm getting into the main topic, okay? Again, as all of you know, I've always been on the lookout to invest into a ShopHouse or a freehold industrial unit. I have since been priced out of the ShopHouse market, but then the need to have a showroom and office to house our companies and staff together has always been at the back of my mind. And an opportunity did turn up. There was a freehold industrial unit, 1,862 square feet, 5 minutes walk to an MRT station, and it was only asking for 1.8 million. It was fully renovated in a great location. And I was really excited. So much so that after the viewing, I gave a verbal offer of 1.7 million, pending a second viewing with my other partner. That weekend, I relooked at the numbers, recalculated, called the agent and pulled out from the deal. Now, this is why. Let's take a look at it. So assuming on the purchase price of $1.7 million, all right, this will mean that I'll be having a down payment. All right, down payment of 20% plus the stamp duties will come out to about $391,000. And because this is industrial property, so for own use, you're able to borrow up to 80%, yeah? So my loan is going to come up to $1.36 million for a tenure of 30 years, yeah. So at the time, the interest is fixed at 4.28% for 2 years, which will then arrive at a monthly mortgage of, let's put this in red, $6,715, and then I have the maintenance of the property. All right, this will be at about $500 a month. Yep. Okay, so if I were to do this calculation and I use the calculator, I will actually arrive at a yearly principal payment, yeah? Principal repayment a year, they will come up to 23,800, and the interest that I'm paying is 56,770. All right. So I was running through a scenario for own use. Yep, for own use. So for residential properties, I use cost of housing. Here I'll use the cost of ownership, right? So the cost of ownership right? This will actually be this amount, okay? 56,770 plus the maintenance of $6,000, all right? And then I'll add lastly the property tax. Yep. So this would then come up to an amount which is $67,270. Yep, this would be cost of ownership, right? And therefore, in my excitement, you can see that because we're using it to run our business, the businesses will easily cover this cost. Yeah. And then I decided to run through another scenario. What if the business did not take off? Partners are in disagreement and we decided to go our separate ways. You will then need to put this unit up for rental, isn't it? Right? So rental in this building is transacting around, it's around per square feet about $2.20 to about $2.66 per square feet, yeah? So if I were to rent this out, I think it will come out, let me just see, if I use, let's write it here, if I were to use $2.50 per square feet, that will mean that I will collect $4,655 a month, which will translate to, per year, about $55,860 per year. Okay? Right? Okay, so can you see it now? Let me just show it to you. The rental amount that I am paying, right, or rather the rental amount that I'm collecting every year is not even enough to cover the interest, right? So to own this property, not only do I have to pay the down payment, the rental doesn't cover the interest, and I have to continue to pay for this property, right? I'm not enjoying other people's money whereby they could pay for the whole of my interest and part of the principal, right? This is always what we always be looking for. And in fact, because of this particular scenario, this property does not increase my wealth, it takes it away. And it's even worse if you were to include the maintenance and the property tax. Yep, these two amounts. Right here. Maintenance and the property tax. I'm running negative, right? So today, as I was filming this, we are negotiating for a 2,000 plus square feet unit for a rental of about only $4,000 a month, which will come out to about $48,000 a year, yeah? So I will be spending about $48,000 a year for a rental unit, all right? And you can see the difference, right? To maintain a unit that you own, I have to spend this amount. Now to rent, I'm only spending this amount. So that would mean that I have a savings of close to $20,000 a year. Yep. And we could then use this to channel it to better use to build the business. Therefore, in this scenario, it is indeed cheaper to rent than to own. Alright guys, I hope this makes sense and is of some value to you. And once again, thank you all for watching and till next time.